AKAPADers, are you ready to celebrate the king of comics, the guy that everyone says they love, that have no real opinions on him? That's right. When we talk Jack Kirby, when you people out there talk Jack Kirby, and people like me listen, watch your content, you never say anything relevant. There's maybe like 4 of you out there. 4 of you say something somewhat intelligent every time we discuss Jack Kirby. Now, Jack Kirby's one of my boys. I think if Jack Kirby and I grew up in New York City, we would have both got our butts beat equally. Him being a short guy, me having a speech impediment. We would have got our butts beat together, but we would have been boys. What are we doing? It's his birthday. I guess I'm a little... Let's just get through that intro.
The following is brought to you by AKAPAD.
Okay. People, thanks for joining me. Peter A. DeLuca here. Subscribe, support, leave a comment, hit that bell. I'm the eclectic one. I'm the sketchbook king. I am the Reuben sandwich. Vanilla pudding in a cup. That's me, Peter A. DeLuca. Okay, also known as the Pop Culture Pope. We've been doing this all day. Look, if I'm wearing the same thing as the last video, if you think this is like the same hour, okay, all this looks more beautiful when it's nighttime out, because I don't have that natural light crashing in here, destroying my wonderful lighting. So, why am I fired up? I'm fired up because I've literally all day have seen people post Jack Kirby's birthday. Jack Kirby this, Jack Kirby this. I think for the last 2 years, this is going on year 3, I produce a piece of content for the king because I want to honor where I come from, and I feel like I come from the world of comics. A lot of people, I guess, like the buzzy thing calls it KFAB, and Sakoli is the Phantom Force. People talk about this. This is like it's on the tip of everyone's brain. We're going to talk about this. We're not discussing. Kids, I'm still dealing with that injury. Okay, right here, Jack Kirby, Tom Sakoli. I've been through this a few times. You can tell like that the binding's already a little beat up. I've been through it a few times. I like it. I don't. I like it. I don't. It's too formulaic for me. Too many bullet points. It's like a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. My arm. No real narrative in that. But anyway. So we're gonna merge Phantom Force, a discussion on Phantom Force, but we're also going to talk this. Now this is one of the greatest Jack Kirby books that you can buy, period. And why do I say that? Because this doesn't glorify the things we already know about the guy, or glorify the things we've already seen. Jack Kirby's Heroes and Villains. Can we have some love for this logo here? Heroes, nice and like blocky and bold. Villains, jaggedy. It's an intelligence. So this is. There's a lot in here. We're going to go through it. Maybe we're going to go through every single page, because I want to make a point that what they're saying about Phantom Force. So Phantom Force, who cares about the history of it? A lot of the Image 7 guys, these guys, got together and they inked Jack Kirby pages, and they did 2 issues of this, I think. That's another reason I'm not reviewing it. Because I don't think I ever read issue 2. I don't think I ever did. Never even flipped through it. So I need to get the 2nd issue, and then we're going to discuss it. Remember, I'm in the process of rebuilding my collection after literally throwing it all into a dumpster. I threw it all into a dumpster, and I'm rebuilding my collection piece by piece. It's not. I'm curating my own library of meaningful things. Okay, I don't care. A lot of the books I threw out have shot up in price since I threw them out. I don't care. That's not how we do things. Okay, so like every book here I know I've read, or I either purchased since the Purge. Okay, so that's the game we're playing here. We're going to talk Jack Kirby. Let's hit the table. Yeah. So, but real quick too. So part of the reason why I'm fired up, I'm sick of people just posting about Jack Kirby and not making anything for him. You have to honor your gods. If you believe that Jack Kirby literally created the Marvel Universe and saved the Marvel Universe, if you think it's Kirby behind it all, and Stan Lee is a credit-stealing S-bag, you're in my camp here. And you're like, Pete, these ideas are too much. They're beyond the narrative. It's not what we're told. That's right, because we streamline the truth here. There's the truth. We're going to cut it right there. Boom. All right, everyone. Phantom Force. Hey, this is just what I'm working on. We all know this. I'm not going to do my self-promotion. I'm not going to sell you anything, because we honor the king on this channel. Here we go. Jack Kirby's Heroes and Villains. So, look, maybe I'll go into something else with the history of this, because I really want to. The point of this video is that these fools out there, they don't want to say the obvious. And what do I mean by the obvious? Well, when we go through Phantom Force, the coolest thing about Phantom Force, it's the inking credits. This is a who's who. Now, we have some people later, that really made impactful content, impactful comics, like Jerry Ordway for Image. And the rest, outside of Jerry Ordway, this is a Image studio within the studios. We have Mark Silvestri, Todd Mcfarlane, Eric Larson, Scott Williams, Danny Mickey, right? Okay, these are the Image guys. I'm not going to get into some of this. Now, we're eventually going to do a flip through of this. We're going to go through issues 1 and 2. But my issue with this is, so when we flip through this, we are in awe often by the coloring. This might be the best colored Jack Kirby work ever. Now, here we go. Okay. Bruce Lee. Like I said, I'm not going to get into the history. Bruce Lee inked by Todd Mcfarlane. This might be one of the worst attempts of inking Jack Kirby I have seen in my life, in my adult life. This is horrible. If Todd Mcfarlane did this on top of the originals, I don't know. I don't know why people say and act like this is a great thing. When we ink Jack Kirby, we have to ink Jack Kirby, meaning we want more Kirby to come through. We don't want our styles to overload everything. And we do see some of that even here with the Jim Lee pinup, which it's okay at best. It's not very Kirby. I think if you blocked off, see, like one of the ways how you know it's inked well is if you block off areas. Would you be able to tell it's Jack Kirby if it's on top of a Jack Kirby pencils? If you can't do that, it's just bad. That's my criteria. In here, the two guys, Jerry Ordway and Eric Larson. Eric Larson, he knows Kirby, period. Larson has Kirby flowing through his veins. Okay, we can take so much of this and we will know it's Kirby. Even here, like that boot is just fantastic. So what is this? King of Comics and 125 top talents. I agree. Black Magic Edition, baby. Pure imagination. This was a sketchbook. Valentine's Day sketchbook that Kirby compiler for Roz. Okay, so Roz Kirby donated this. Character list is huge. And here we go. Out of the gate. Captain America, Barry Windsor Smith. How well of a Kirby ink job is this? This is medium at best, okay? Kirby would never do this type of hatching. See, we want to expose what makes Kirby Kirby. This is the only book that does it. This is the only thing that does it. Jim Starlin, inking Darkseid, New Gods, good fit. Inking, not so great. Alex Bailey, getting closer. So, going through this, Peter Laird, Richard Howell, fantastic piece. Would I know this was Kirby? No, I wouldn't. Dane Panosian, maybe one of the better ones. Introducing his style. Dane Panosian's style mixes well with Kirby in this attempt. We will know it's Kirby just from, look, the shape of the knee, his shadowing lines. The hair is fantastic. But so few of these are actual Kirby-esque. I hate to say it. Al Gordon nails it. Joe Sinat, okay, I would say nails it. Paul Smith, no. Mike Manley, I don't know. That sky needs to go. So I haven't flipped through this in a long time. I pulled this off my shelf to share with all of you. Look at that, Walt Simonson. Carl Kessel, little too soft, too rounded with the expressions. See, most of the Kirby artwork that I have experience with is black and white. The New Gods black and white, and the Marvel Essential Editions. I stocked up on those as soon as they came out. This Gil Kane one is horrible. You would not even know this was a Kirby. And I hate to say it, but you have to understand what Kirby's trying to do when you ink them. Now, a lot of this stuff's just assignment. You get an assignment, you do the work. That's how Kirby treated a lot of his pencils. That's why he was so productive. Neil Vokes mixes the two so well. This is so similar to the Dane Panosian and the Mike Manley one. It is right there. It is right there on the edge. Something weird with the printing here too, with the Sig. And look, and this is a great exploration of the creations of Jack Kirby too. So many characters. Look at this Bullseye. And yeah, I'm not even familiar with the history of Bullseye number 1, 1954. I'm not even familiar with that. John Byrne. There's a lot of Byrne in this, not a lot of Kirby. More Byrne than Kirby. Len Wein, pretty close. See, pretty close. Look at that hand. The shadowing for the legs, no. Shadowing for the arm, that's a no. Dave Elliott, close, we're close. Nailed the rocks, nailed the background. Joe Staten, pretty close. The blacks here are a little too broken up. Dave Gibbons, super close. More Kirby than Dave Gibbons. I think this is fantastic. Even the background too. Mike Zeck. Holy crap. What is this? The Three Rocketeers. Race for the Moon, issue 3, 1958. He rounded the Kirby features, but it works. This works. Peter Cooper. This is awesome. But it's not Kirby. Whew. Tough one. This is, if you're going to make a enamel pin from a Kirby drawing, this one would be your source file. Mark McKenna. This is nice. Still not there, though. Too much Mark in that. Joel Adams, no. Mark Evanier, no. Andy Parks. No. But your knees look good, Andy. Your knees look good. No one really nails the Kirby. No one's figured out the Kirby feathering for hair. Kelly Jones. That's Kirby. Kelly Jones, good job. Brett Blevins. No. Look at that. Look, all this is him. The jacket, the legs, too much texture. This is all Brett. Craig Hamilton. No. Steve Rude. Very much inspired by Kirby. Lifetime of work inspired by Kirby. This is good. This is close. I would give Steve Rude the Kirby project. But we saw that one coming. Mark Pescella. Nope. Chains Wolf. Look, people, Chains Wolf has done some of the best cityscape backgrounds for Shadowhawk. Go look that up. Don't look up his Kirby inking though. Danny Mickey. More Danny Mickey. No. Nope, not enough brush, too much pen. Terry Austin. Ooh. A lot of Austin, a lot of Kirby. Not enough Kirby though. See, like what I'm talking about, the shoulder is it's too normal looking. It's too regular. Mark Baudet. That's definitely no Kirby, but kind of cool. I didn't know Baudet was in here. P. Craig Russell. That's pretty close, though. I like this one a lot. Again, the background. The backgrounds is more telling if you get Kirby than not. Mike Mignola. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. No one really gets the blacks well enough. Wow. For a painting, though. See, you would know this painting was Kirby. You would know. I think this would be different in color. I really do. I think this works just for what it is. Al Milgrom, one of the greats. Too much cross-hatching. Richard Howell. Another Mignola. John Paul Leon. I'm a big fan of him. Yeah, it's okay. He's definitely doing more work with the blacks, though. Bob Fingerman. Mike McGray. I don't know. I'm on the fence on this one. I'm 50-50. Another one. Greg Theakston. He is awesome. This dude's on fire. Too much feathering for Mike here. Kevin O'Neill. Wow. Kevin O'Neill does all the things I just criticized. The blacks aren't solid enough. His definitions, the shadowing, but it kind of works. On the fence. AC Farley. Not the guy from Kiss. But no. This is pretty good. A little too loose. Bob Smith. Pretty close. Bob Smith is pretty much there. See what I mean by the blacks? You gotta commit to the Kirby blacks. Daniel Klaus. Volstagg, I'm sorry. Pretty cool. Mark Schultz. Glenn Barr Jr. Wow. You would definitely not know this was Kirby, though. You would not know. Bob Walters. Art Nichols. John Romita. Wow. Feathering, but you would know this was a Kirby drawing. Easily, you would know this was a Kirby drawing. Just from, the abstract parts. Frank Miller. This is amazing, but it's not Kirby. Jerry Ordway. Look, Jerry Ordway for Phantom Force. He got some of it. Too much Ordway in the undercarriage of this rock here, of this boulder, but the top part of the boulder works. Yeah, too much Ordway though. Evan Dorkin, too much Evan. Jim Amash, another Art Nichols. Yeah, I'm liking a lot of this background here. The blacks are too separated, but this looks good though. Art Taber definitely doesn't look Kirby, but man, I love his style. I really do. I love it that the way he breaks up his lines. Jim Sinclair, Floyd Hughes. You would not even there would be no way you would know that was Kirby. Jay Lee, not a chance. Not a chance. Man, too much Jay Lee. Mike Allard, big Kirby guy. Too much Mike. I apologize if I'm butchering your name in this. The hair's kind of there. Joe Orlando. No. Again, too fragmented. See, like sometimes they do the old tricks where they see the black lines do not run into the black lines. Jordan Raskin. Jim Valentino. Big Kirby guy. Too much Jim. Mike Netzler. Bruce Patterson. Really good face there. Gun's good. The gun needs more black. John Floyd. Joe Rubenstein. Look at this. He got the Kirby hair. And we got some solid black shadowing here. Rubenstein nails it. Aaron McClellan, nope. So it's somewhat generational. The newer guys, newer talents, do not know how to ink Kirby. They don't know what the intent of a lot of his lines is. This looks good, BK Taylor, but I think this is tough. This is tough to know how much BK is putting into it. Trina Robbins, John Pound. We have no clue who drew this John Pound, but thank you. Andy Smith. No. The newer talent doesn't know. Dane Fraga. Fraga Boom showed up in this? What? Awesome. Okay. Not very Kirby, more Fraga, but Dame is still cool. Wow. Fraga Boom in the house. Bill Stout. Arthur Syndham. Paul Power. No, wow. Very confusing piece here. Paul. Jim Lee. Here he is. One of Jim Lee's first jobs was inking. No. He doesn't get the squiggles. You gotta get the squiggles for Kirby. Some of these squiggles some of them have to come over the belt. They have to kind of just like interrupt the form and just be there. They're forms amongst themselves. Kirby, jeez, this is a tough one to ink. Good Kirby tech though. I'll give this to Wayne. I don't think Wayne got a good piece to work on. Richard Case. Some of this looks like Kirby, but not enough. Bob Wyack. Somewhat decent. A lot of work on the hand. A lot of work on the hand. Paul Chad. It's okay. Chadwick could have got something better rather than the Avenger and Smitty. Pat Broderick. Okay. Pat owes me money from a website contract years ago. And, well, we just won't comment on that. Bill Black. Pretty good. I really like the darker hand in the foreground. Just think that works, the thicker line work, but it's not Kirby. Scott Shaw, not Kirby. Scott Shaw didn't get a good piece. John Buscema. Yeah, we know this is Kirby. Look at this. Good hair. Good rock texture. See what I mean about the forms? The squiggles? The forms are forms amongst themselves. See? Right? They're singular. They're not even a part of the drawing. Peter Cooper. I'm sorry, Pete. We gotta just let this one go. Scott Hampton. Oh man, I would kind of guess this was Kirby just from the face alone, and he definitely got a lot of the shadowing. I would say for a painter, Scott Hampton nailed some of the abstractness. You did good, Scott. Greg and Tim, you rounded out everything. We would not know this was Kirby. I bet this piece looks amazing in color, though. Mark Pakilla, again, way too much cross-hatching, even for the background. The Kirby space background should be the easiest thing to figure out. Bart Sears, Andy Smith. This looks halfway decent. So, the interruption here, I have to say, Sears and Smith did it. And that's our last one. We're ending on a good note, everyone. Jack Kirby is the king of comics. Okay? The book of a lifetime. That's right. I'm not going to go back to the desk. We're going to sign off here. I love you. And until next time, rock and roll.